Welcome to the Silent Sounds Horror Stories.
I like to think I have an open mind when it comes to things that are unexplained. I'm not one who is vehemently searching for things to present themselves to me, but if it happens, I'm not discarding it immediately as a logical solution, as truth be told, more often than not, it is caused by a sensible and logical conclusion. But sometimes I like to let my imagination run wild with the what-if situations of the believer world. My grandmother's home is a perfect example where logical is exchanged for illogical. For about 9 years now, my grandmother's Alzheimer's has made her into a complete state of vegetation to the point where her eldest daughter, my aunt, has become the primary sole caretaker. Over the course of the years, my grandmother's health has deteriorated to the point where she sometimes forgets to breathe, eat, drink, or sometimes as simple as coughing up phlegm. And because she can't cough up the phlegm, it gets stuck in her throat and she begins having what looks to be convulsions. So we came up with a plan where I would spend every Friday night to alleviate the heavy responsibility that dropped onto my aunt's lap. According to my aunts and uncles and grandparents, they would experience different variations of paranormal activity that eventually dwindled down in the early 2000s. Everything seemed to have been quiet up until the last few years. I took a liking to sleeping in the living room on the couch, as sleeping deeper into the 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom home actually creeped me out. Not because of things I would experience, but because of things my imagination would conjure up. So on this Friday night, much like any other, I fell asleep watching TV to have something to break the eerie silence that the house creates. Sometime in the early morning, breaking my REM sleep, the urge and feeling of needing to use the bathroom began bubbling up inside of me, and I began to stir. Eventually, I climbed out of my deep sleep and became more conscious as I began debating the worth of getting out of a comfortable, warm, and peaceful sleep. But before I came to a decision, 3 knocks on the front door made my eyes open slowly and assess the situation I currently found myself in. I'm at my grandma's, it's Friday, and it's 2:43 in the morning. As I look to the time on my phone, and that's when it all hit me at once. I am at my grandma's on a Friday at 2:43 in the morning, and somebody just knocked on the door. So the thing about the entrance to the house is that it's a 2-door system. It has a black, heavy iron door followed by a mahogany wooden door. You can't get to the wooden door without opening the noisy, creaky iron door, and no such noise had been heard except for the 3 distinct knocks. The dogs hadn't even barked once. And anybody living with dogs know that the softest of noises will send them in a barking frenzy. After waking up completely, I realized I must have imagined, dreamed, or confused the knocks. So still debating whether or not I should get up to use the restroom, my concentration was broken by another set of 3 distinct knocks on the wooden door. Rather than immediately thinking, ghosts, I thought of your classic intruder thriller movie where it's the beginning of a home invasion. I got up slowly, aware to not make any noise, and walked over to the window where I had a vantage point of the front door. Nobody stood on the porch. And the iron door that stands first and foremost before the wooden door closed shut. I opted to take a chance and not use the restroom because at this point I was neither dreaming nor imagining things. What's worse is that after the second trio of knocks, the dog still hadn't woken up to raise hell. In a house occupied with 2 additional people and pets, I felt so alone being in that living room, having to deal with whatever the hell deal was being dealt out. I never found out who or what knocked at my grandma's door that early morning, and being quite honestly, paranormal or not, I still don't care to find out. All I wish is that I had a logical solution to what I experienced.